What's up, everyone? It's Monday, June 27th, and it is hot in Berlin. It's like 74 degrees Celsius, which is like, what, 94, something in that area Fahrenheit. It's humid, and whoo, it is no joke. I was working out today outside at the park, and I was about to get a heat stroke, I felt like. So I was like, I'm going back in. Anyway, second heat stroke of the day. Let's talk about AFIB, NRSN, and AGRX, because these three tickers combined put me at my max loss on the day, which is a little frustrating. Mainly because I don't even know what to say. Like, I felt like I was patient enough today. I just, statistically, every now and then, you're just going to get a bad card. And that's pretty much what happened today. I just did too many bad trades in a row, hit my max loss. Then finally, NRSN did what I was waiting for, but I couldn't trade it. And, once you hit your max loss in the day, the last thing you want to do is dig yourself further in a hole, because every now and then, you're in a green state of mind, and the more you trade, the more money you make to a certain point. And then sometimes you're in a red state of mind where the more you trade, the more money you lose. And you guys will see that in my running P&L chart in a little bit, how today panned out. But before we dive into my stats, let's actually go over to the trading screen and just talk about these tickers. I want to break down a little bit each one on the daily, go to the 5-minute, go on the intraday, and see how they're performing, and get as many insights on these tickers as possible. See where I went wrong as well. Overall, the market's kind of a mixed bag here, so nothing really too interesting to talk about there. But let's start with these tickers. So I'm down 1230. My max loss is $1,000. That's basically when I'm no longer allowed to trade. One trade put me from 800 to 1200 down on the day. So once I broke that, I couldn't keep on trading to try to get back. That was pretty much the limit right there. All right, so we'll just start with the biggest loser. That's NRSN, which is, I gotta say, kind of frustrating. This ticker did look pretty good right in this area. I was writing in the Discord, guys, this is when you want to size up in this ticker. This is when you want to get really aggressive. I was watching this ticker right here, and I was like, all I want to do right now is buy. I would have bought right here at 2.9. I probably would have took profits here. Maybe I would have rebought. Who knows what I would have done here? Maybe I would have lost money. It doesn't really matter. The main thing is, though, this is the 5-minute breakout. This was the 1-minute micro pullback. This is what I was waiting for all day. And everything I did trade, unfortunately, just did not work out. On the daily, this is a pretty big disaster ticker. Just be careful. Classic backside ticker with a lot of resistance, a lot of back holders. Relative volume is pretty nice, though, so that's pretty okay. Biotech, 12 million shares outstanding, and 34 million market cap. So the stats are really nice, between $2 and $7, so that's pretty nice. The catalyst on this one, they are pumping out some news here, and it is a new popper, which I really like to see here, some biotech catalysts. Nothing that I usually dive into too hard. And my focus is always on the price action. That's what allows me to be consistently profitable. I just want to really zoom in on the price, get really into a flow state on that, and then just try to milk it as long as possible, ride that trend. So on this ticker, my problem was really that I just joined it always too late. Popped up here, sold off. Finally had its nice bounce that I was waiting for, but I pretty much closed at the perfect low right before it bounces 20%. I do some trading here. This is okay, but my last trade, I actually give back a big loss right here. And then I had like a very small size left. I just kept on getting out at this point. Most of my close was right here, though. Then it pops up here a little bit. Actually make a nice profit on this one. Market opens. I don't really do well on this. Sells off here. Do a little, very, very small trade here. And at the meantime, I was like looking around for other tickers. I started trading other tickers in this area, and then I hit my max loss in the day. So by the time NRSN popped up, I was already done. Where's this ticker going to go from here? I don't know. Like I said before, a lot of bag holders on this ticker. I wouldn't be surprised if it had a hard time breaking $3 and just, if it does not hold its highs well and doesn't have a power hour move, I would be very skeptical for this one to hold. It really feels like there are a lot of sellers on this one. And right now we had a big red seller spike, another one over here, in volumes fading. So that's not really a good sign. Plus it's going below VWAP right now. So all bearish signs. I'm not super optimistic on this ticker, but I don't know. I don't really know what to say about it. Maybe we'll see it tomorrow. With AFIB, the next ticker I'm down that much, or the max on, I'm not even down on any one of these tickers that much. Any one of these tickers I can make back in one trade. It's just like too many bad trades in a row, and I hit my max stop on the day, and that's just a little bit disappointing. So who knows how I could have traded today if I was maybe just sized in a little bit smaller at first, use smaller size to begin with, and go from there. I don't know. On AFIB, let's look in the daily on this one. So classic, backside pattern here, a lot of resistance probably, a lot of back holders, and it's popping up here. It is a sub dollar, which doesn't make me super excited about a ticker like this. Although, right now it is a little bit above that dollar zone. A lot of resistance ahead, so that is a big red flag. But it has high relative volume today, which is okay. Although last time it had high relative volume, it also wasn't able to break through the bag or, mountain of bag holders. Industry, healthcare, 28 million shares outstanding and 27 million market cap. So nice low float, nice low market cap. But again, just the upside resistance on these tickers is really the big problem. In terms of catalyst, does look like we do have some catalysts being pumped out here. So that's really good to see. Nice to kind of check off all the boxes. Unfortunately, really with this ticker is really the sub dollar. For me, I have a hard time trading sub dollars. So just not really my favorite. I traded this one a little bit too high here and ended up closing for a pretty decent loss. It's just kind of a decent, sell off right here. I thought we'd have a little bit more room to run. So I traded this pullback looking for that pop. Just didn't work out. Took like a normal loss here. Like I took my 3% loss on a, 10K size. It's just like all those added up today were just too many. So I should have been a little bit more patient. I should have sized down a little bit at first. Wait till I'm like either notice I'm in some sort of flow or not and trade accordingly. Today I just kind of started with too big size. Once I'm down 10% based on my average size, that's it. I throw in the towel. And because you have to make sure that you don't dig yourself a giant hole. I could make back tomorrow in just one trading session because Friday, was it Friday? Yeah, Friday I had a 2-point-something thousand dollar day. So I like to just limit my losses. So AGRX, the last ticker here that I traded that really put me in the red. AGRX, let's look at this one. Oh, another disaster. This one was a real mistake. The other trades I could have, they were okay trades. They just didn't work out. With AGRX, this was a real dud of a trade. I should have never traded this one. I'll tell you guys exactly why. And I think you guys will notice and you see exactly why I should have not traded this one. Leave a comment below if you do identify it before I say it. So AGRX popping up here, pharmaceutical company, 4.5 million shares outstanding, 6.3 million market cap. Check. Everything looks good. Has catalyst coming out. Let's see, kind of. Shares up, company manufactures a transdermal contraceptive patch. Okay, so there we go. And let's look at the 5-minute just really quickly here. Yeah, quick pop-up, and then it's been selling off ever since. Although this front side was okay, like 75% or so. It really didn't start seeing major resistance till about $2. And I didn't trade this one pre-market. And that's because I trade pre-market at 7 a.m. So by the time I got to this one, it was already over. Let's look at the 1 minute very quickly here. This is probably the ticker I'm the least optimistic on. So this ticker opens up and it's really struggling and sells off here. And then it has a 9 EMA breakout. I'm like, all right, nice breakout there. Let's go. I didn't really put so much attention on the fact that mostly the volume here is red. And there's another really big problem here. And this is what I hope you guys can identify and comment below. What is this ticker doing? What is this ticker ultimately on right now? Well, the price is in a general direction to the downside. So this is a backside ticker. It's below VWAP. It's most of the time below the 9 EMA. This is a really bad, long biased risk reward ticker. A horrible ticker. And I'm trading this one in a breakout of the 9 EMA on a backside pattern. This is horrible. Why would I even do this? This is really bad. So on this trade, I took a $400 loser. My goal was, to at least hit VWAP, maybe even break it out. Break out from there. This is not even my style. This is not even my style of trading. So I don't know why I traded this one. This was just a big loser that I should have never happened. And if this never happened, I could have maybe traded NRSN on that nice front side it had, and maybe got back green on the day. So just like that, is how close you are sometimes between a green and a red day. And just a few changes to my trading today could have really changed the whole game. But hey, that's how it goes sometimes. And I'm pretty happy because overall this month I haven't really been taking too many losses or had too many red days. So it's been pretty nice. Like I said, AGRX I'm probably the least ambitious on. NRSN, AFIB, if they keep holding their highs to some extent, maybe we'll see them tomorrow. So I'm a little bit more optimistic on those two. With HILS, there's really not so much to talk about. This ticker just popped up and started selling off. I traded it. Believe it or not, right here in this pullback, and this is, I sold right away. I just had a really small size, and somehow this is the only ticker I'm green on, although this is a disgusting looking ticker and there's really not much to talk about on HILS. So yeah, here again are my more detailed statistics. $1,200 in the red. Average position cost a little bit smaller today. That's mainly because I had a few scratch trades, and then I didn't have like any of those trades where I really sized up to like $20,000. I was just like, between $5,000 and $10,000, as you'll see down here as well. Actually, look, here's a $16,000 trade. Yeah, that's a pretty big loss. This is very unnecessary, the loss right here on NRSN. Sized way too heavy on a pretty weak pre-market trade. Let's see here. Yeah, it's pretty much all the important stats. You'll see with the running P&L that somehow today I was just like on a consistent red streak. Like the more I traded today, the worse it got. Sometimes this is what I call like a green day, where like you have a green state of mind, where the longer you trade, you just can't really do anything wrong. The more profits you make. Eventually you'll start giving back profits, and that's usually when you want to, start cutting it. Friday, for example, nice little front side move here. And then in general, you'll see that in June, which is, last month here, or last week in June, overall a very green month, which is nice. Don't forget, guys, Monday, the 4th, is July 4th. So the markets are going to be closed on Friday or Monday, which means I'm going to be taking Friday off as well. So for me, it's a short week here, and next week will be a short week. So hopefully I'll, correct my trading a little bit, and then hopefully we can end the week green, and that would be absolutely amazing way to have a, 4-day weekend. So that's what I'm looking forward to. Thanks for tuning in, guys. I will see you then first thing tomorrow morning. Like always, guys, stay safe and make some awesome trades. Ciao, ciao.